from the newsroom. Good evening, John.
Good evening, Lydia. Greenwich Police Chief George Bell has been on the case of missing Jaliek Rainwalker for 3 weeks, but he says as time goes by, he finds more things that don't quite add up in the 12-year-old's disappearance. This is the latest picture Greenwich Police Chief George Bell is releasing of Jaliek Rainwalker. He says it is actually a few years old, but it is exactly as the boy is said to look right now. Since Bell got word of the boy's disappearance on November 2nd, he has helped organize and oversee most of the search efforts for Jaliek on practically a daily basis. Bell admits, as the case goes into its third week, evidence is being examined in a different light. This letter written by Jaliek. According to the boy's adoptive father, Stephen Kerr, the last person known to have seen the boy alive, this was the boy's runaway note. But Bell and others close to the case say the note could very well have nothing to do with the boy's disappearance.
It could be definitely construed as a letter that Jaliek had written to his classmates or to the school as a whole or whatever, just basically apologizing to him early, for his actions that caused him to leave and go to the respite home. He knew he wasn't going back to that school, so it's kind of a formal goodbye to his school, his classmates in the homeschooling.
Bell says he is surprised by the lack of contact he has had with certain members of Jaliek's family. The chief says the boy's paternal grandfather and maternal grandmother and her husband have been in constant contact since the boy disappeared. But what about Jaliek's adoptive mother, Jocelyn McDonald, and his adoptive father? The chief says no contact with either one since November 4th, 2 days after Jaliek's disappearance.
I would think that if a parent's had a missing child, no matter the situation whatsoever, that they would be here.
And despite Stephen Kerr's insistence that his son Jaliek is alive, because in his words, Jaliek is a survivor, Bell sums up the chances of survival of a 105-pound 12-year-old out in the elements with temperatures in the 20s in 2 words.
No and none.
Now in the morning, the search continues with state police, trainees, and others searching a 5-mile radius of major highways within the within the area of the Hill Street home where Jaliek was last seen. Reporting to you live, John Allen, News Channel 13.
Thanks very much, John. Now, with this latest search, we are staying on top of this story for you. If anything develops over the coming days, we'll have it for you. And you can also find daily updates in the Post-Star newspaper.
The search for a missing 12-year-old boy from Greenwich expands into the Green Mountains State tomorrow. News Channel 13's Matt McFarland continues our coverage of the story live now from our newsroom. Matt?
But after searching for nearly 3 weeks with no concrete evidence on the whereabouts of Jaliek Rainwalker, police are scaling back their search in Greenwich and turning their attention to Vermont. 2 by 2 state police recruits and forest rangers trudged up and down Route 29 in Greenwich. The search along the rural highway was the latest effort to find 12-year-old Jaliek Rainwalker. Police expanded their investigation to a 5-mile radius from the village. Rainwalker has been missing since November 1st.
I think we've pretty much tore up all the area here. We've come into this village and turned it upside down, literally.
In addition to the search, the FBI is also working on the case. And Cambridge Greenwich Police Chief George Bell says on Wednesday, forest rangers will head to Rupert, Vermont. They'll be searching Merck Forest in Bennington County. While no suspects have been named, he says it's a place Rainwalker's family is familiar with.
It's an area that the family used to go camping, and these are the kind of the leads. We don't have anything other than, they used to go camping there at one time, so we're going to search that area.
For almost 3 weeks, police have had some sort of ground search every day. They've been checking every inch of the village and now outlying areas. And the conclusion is always the same: nothing concrete. Bell says because of that, this will probably be the last day of extensive searching in Greenwich.
How long can you go out and beat the bushes down, I guess, if a lead comes in that says we need to go back and revisit the Battlefield Country Club, we'll go back and revisit it. But, we have to be somewhat realistic.
Again, Chief Bell says tomorrow forest rangers will search an area of Vermont forest, Merck Forest, where Rainwalker's family used to go camping. Live in the newsroom, Matt McFarland, News Channel 13.